somewhere. 20424 for Jerry Mueller in the 49. Car number 51 next to qualify. This is Tom Carlson's car, driven by Joey Gase. Joey Gase out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Of course, you know him as NASCAR's Joey Gase, who got his start out at Hawkeye Downs in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
And as qualifying is underway, Joey Gase, the NASCAR star, is one of the many stars here racing today. The Big 8 Series is qualifying now, and thank you for joining us on this live look-in, free on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We encourage you to buy the subscription so you don't miss a lap of the action. At some point today, this free view will end. We want you to go to MidwestTour.tv, subscribe now, because you'll not miss a lap today or tomorrow as part of your subscription purchase, so please consider doing that. Qualifying continues. Matt Henderson is on the pole currently. That Minnesota driver is also leading Ryan Kamish, who's also in another car prepared by Minnesota's Dan Fredrickson. They lead qualifying now. William Solowich is the third car in line, another Minnesotan, so we'll see if the Wisconsin drivers of the Big 8 Series can come to fore. 11 cars into this. Chad Whalen now on the track in car number 52. Again, thanks for the live look-in. Thanks for hanging with us. Tell your friends and go to MidwestTour.tv to subscribe for the racing action here at the Oktoberfest weekend. Back to the PA with Eric Kienefeld.
For Chad Wallen, Pressline Industries also a sponsor in car number 52. Multi-time track champion over in the Bull Rings in Minnesota. Second lap for Chad Wallen is better, sixth quickest at a 20.337. 20337, sixth quickest for Chad Wallen. All right, former Big 8 Late Model Series champion on track, car number 61 out of Rockford, Illinois. It's Steve Rubeck. Steve Rubeck in car number 61. Put that car in the super late model twin 45s last week at Rockford and ran fifth. K&V Hardwood Molding sponsored 61. First lap for Steve Rubeck is a 20.521. 20521. First lap for Steve Rubeck, the two-time national short track champion in car number 61. Second lap for Steve Rubeck, up to eighth quickest at a 20.382. 20382 for Steve Rubeck. You're kind of seeing double. Team car to Steve. Here's Frank Baldowski. Fearless Frank, car number 61 out of Rockford, Illinois. Third year in a late model. Started out in the American Short Tracker 4-cylinders, similar to the Midwest Dash cars, where he's a champion there. First lap for Fearless Frank is a 20.627. 20627. The first lap for Frank Baldowski in the purple 71. Steve Rubeck's got a little more blue to his 61. This car looks more like Rubeck's car 15 years ago. It might be. Second lap for Frank Baldowski. Gonna jump up to eighth quickest. That's the hot spot right now. 20.380. 20380. Lap 2 for Frank Baldowski in 61. The current fast time is a 20.005. That's good knowledge to have with the next guy on the track. Car number 72 is Jacob Gady. Jacob Gady out of Carver, Minnesota, the now 8-time Elko Speedway champion. First lap for Jacob Gady. Fourth quickest for Jacob Gady at a 20.257. 20257, fourth quickest on the first lap for Jacob Gady in car number 72, who again was right in the mix for the NASCAR National Championship, runner-up this year, past national champion. Second lap for Jacob Gady. Second quickest for Jacob Gady, 20.104, 20104. Second quickest for Gady in 72. Matthew Henderson dodges a big bullet. In pursuit of the bullet, car number 87 out of Monticello, Wisconsin. This is Brent Edmonds. Brent Edmonds at 87. First lap for Brent Edmonds, a 20.677. 20677, the first lap for the Schultz's Interstate Ag, sponsor number 87 of Brent Edmonds. Try and pick it up. Everybody's kind of hanging out in the threes. That's a popular place. Can he pick that up? Not quite, 20.477, 20477, lap 2 for Brett Edmonds in the 87. One of a couple cars vying for the Big 8 Late Model Series Rookie of the Year next to qualify. The car number 99 out of Slinger, Wisconsin. This is Tom Behrens. Tom Behrens in car number 99 comes into the day 7th in the Big 8 points. First lap for Tom Behrens is a 20.562, 20562. The first lap for Tom Behrens in car number 99, as we are now just shy of halfway through Big 8 Late Model Series qualifying here today. A smorgasbord of qualifying today. Second lap is pretty good for Tom Behrens, 4th quickest at a 20.126. Nice lap for Tom Behrens, 20.126, 4th quickest. All right, watch it, car number 2. 4-time Big 8 Late Model Series champion Michael Bilderback out of South Beloit, Illinois. The Brian Bagwell-owned number 2 car. First lap for Michael Bilderback is a 20.483, 20483. He picks up what everybody else picks up. He's going to be in all right shape. Mikey, a multi-time winner this year down at Dells Raceway Park. Top 3 in the National Short Track Championship last weekend in Rockford. Second lap, up the 7th quickest at a 20.318, 20318. 7th quickest for Michael Bilderback in car number 2. Stephen Shields' car, and I believe that's Johnny Baumeister Jr. in that, making his return this afternoon. Shaggy Shields, number 4. I thought I saw Johnny down there around that car. First lap is a 20.983, 20983. First lap for John Baumeister Jr. driving the 4 car. Second lap for Johnny B is a 20.703, picks up about 0.2, but doesn't go anywhere. 20703, lap number 2 for John Baumeister Jr. It looks like it is crossover time, and we are conveniently about halfway through Big 8 Late Model Series qualifying. Oh, look, a dirt racer's walking in. Current qualifying as they run through 18 qualifiers. Matthew Henderson, fast time at a 20.005. Jacob Gady, second quickest, 20.104. Third quickest, Ryan Camish with a 20.108. Fourth quickest, the rookie Tom Behrens in car number 99, 20.126. And William Solich rounds out your top 5 at a 20.239. Interesting qualifying session so far. We talk about the Big 8 Late Model Series. Championship decided tonight. Rookie of the Year decided tonight as well. And you'll see the other half of those battles qualifying here in a few moments. We saw Tom Behrens qualify earlier, 4th quickest. He's in the Rookie of the Year point battle with Randy Sargent. You saw Jerry Mueller, second in the Big 8 points. You'll see point leader John Reynolds Jr. qualify here momentarily also. And a few more big bullets in the gun still to dodge for Matthew Henderson, who sits atop the charts right now.
Just a reminder, race fans, if you venture up into turn 1, have you seen this yet, Hammer? Have you seen
what are we talking
the
about?
Worldwide Technology Raceway Tavern that Greg McCarnes brought in turn 1?
I did. I'm a little jealous. I got to announce a lot tonight.
I thought I was going to be DJing there all weekend, the way they put the lights and whatnot up. Well, NASCAR Cup Series invades St. Louis in 2022 on June 5th. Hey, you know, what do you think of the Fest Tower snack bar assembled this year?
Good grief. We have got a buffet up here.
And tonight...
Am I allowed to touch that?
Yes, you are.
Right,
you're part of the family during Fest. Come on.
I didn't know.
Tonight, Angela is supplying us with Italian beef in au jus sauce And then one of my lucky favorite fans brought me 25 pounds of nacho cheese, 25 pounds of chili. Guess what we're doing tomorrow?
Running to the bathroom.
Big time. Tomorrow's program is going to be brought to you by Charmin.
Aren't you glad you got yourself all fit and trim to come up to Oktoberfest, Eric?
25 pounds of nacho cheese.
So I told somebody that yesterday, so they're like, so are you going to call that the Hammer and Mr. Whipple show on Sunday? So, hey, anything for the race fans.
That's right. It's a team effort.
If you see anybody from the tower running in front of the concession stands, give them the space.
Personally, if you see anybody from the tower running, it is an emergency.
Yeah,
there's not a sprinter amongst us.
There's a Ludacris song that comes to mind.
Thankfully, it's time to continue qualifying for the Big 8 Late Model Series. Teddy Kotshade in car number 7, one of 4 number 7s you'll see qualifying. Kashadi, all right. I knew I'd do that. Next time you mispronounce.
I heard Stephanie down there yelling someplace.
I heard he yell. First lap for Teddy Kashadi is going to be a 20.707. Next person who gets a name wrong has to drink 20 pounds of nacho cheese. Ay caramba. Second lap for Teddy Kashadi. I like how that sounds. Out of Ramsey, Minnesota. Hey, I know people from Ramsey. 20.548, 20548 for Teddy Kashadi in car number 7. Here's the car number 7. 4 of them. Everybody's here. All right, we can go. Car number 7. Ridge Oin in the 7 out of Bloomington, Minnesota. First lap for Ridge Oin is going to be 21.326, 21326. The first lap for Ridge Oin. Second lap coming up for Ridge Oin. In the second 7. And there's a 7 that looks like this 7, not to confuse you. 21.051, 21051 for Ridge Oin. No, you're not seeing double. This is Mitch Haver, I do believe. Mitch Haver, last year's Big 8 Series Rookie of the Year out of West Bend, Wisconsin. We're in the second half of Big 8 Late Model Qualifying. First lap is going to be a 20.883, 20883 first lap. I might have my 7s mixed up. This might be, the computer's showing, that is Haver. All right, okay. They look the same. I know these people, but they look the same. Second lap for Mitch Haver is going to be a 20.659, 20659, lap 2. All right, here's the final number 7. This is Barry Tanner. Barry Tanner Jr. out of Bloomington, Minnesota. The Remax Results Realty sponsored car number 7. First lap for Barry Tanner is a 21.445, 21445. It's not just me, the whole scoring things went kaput. All right, we'll watch the board. The board doesn't lie, usually. Second lap for Barry Tanner Jr. in car number 7 coming your way. .295, 21295, lap 2 for Barry Tanner Jr. Oh, wait, there's another 7. Jackson Lewis out of Elko New Market, Minnesota in car number 7. First lap for Jackson Lewis is going to be a 20.607. Not bad. 20607, but needs to pick it up. Your attention, please. Red Dodge Power Wagon over near the turn 4, near the barn area over there behind the grandstands, needs to be moved. Wisconsin plates SD4327. Uh-oh, that don't sound good. Second lap for Jackson is not the greatest, 21.976. Dodge Power Wagon over on a turn 4 side behind the grandstands. Wisconsin plates SD 4327. You got to move that thing immediately. Thank you. All right, Billy Moen next on the track of the 8 car, Lakeville, Minnesota. This will be a good one, you would think. Matthew Henderson still atop the charts in the 20 double O's. First lap for Billy Moen is going to be 20.346. 20346. First lap for Billy Moen. From the top 5 of the NASCAR national standings. He had a great year this year as well. He is 10th quickest on the first lap. Second lap for Billy Moen. Is 5th quickest at a 20.192. 20192. Top 5 for Billy Moen in the white number 8 car. Here is the yellow 8. This is Nick Clements. Nick all the way from West Salem. Knows his way around the place. First lap for Nick Clements in the yellow number 8 car. Sure sticks out. Good lap, 20.385 on a first lap. 20385 on a lap 1 for Nick Clements. Pick it up a little bit, he's gonna be in the neighborhood. 20.005, by my recollection, is quick time. Second lap for Clements, hauling good off of 4. 20.254. Nick Clements puts it in 7th. 7th quickest for Nick Clements in car number 8. Here's car number 10. This is Dusty Man. Dusty Man out of Farmington, Minnesota. In a late model car this year. This longtime sportsman guy. Call them Thunder cars over there in Minnesota. First lap for Dusty is a 20.685. 20685. First lap for Dusty Man. 26th of 39 Big 8 late model series cars to qualify. Second lap is a 20.418. 20418. Now my screen's back. All right. Dusty Man, 15th out of 26. Here's your Big 8 late model series point leader, driver X, John Reynolds Jr. out of Rockford, Illinois. Looking for his 2nd championship in the series. His first was the first year of the series back in 2005. First lap for Reynolds. He's gonna go 12th. That's a good lap. 20.362. 20362. 12th on lap 1 for John Reynolds Jr. He's already quicker than Jerry Mueller. If he can get a couple more spots, he'll actually put some daylight between he and the 49. Second lap for Reynolds. He is 8th quickest, 20.3, 20.300 for John Reynolds Jr. in the X car. Your current Big 8 late model series Rookie of the Year point leader ready to go. Car number 11, this is Randy Sargent out of South Beloit, Illinois. Missed last week's event at Rockford. He is 6th in the Big 8 points. Could be in 5th by the end of the night. Could be the Rookie of the Year. First lap for Sargent, 20.521, 20521. First lap for Randy Sargent. Second lap. Whoa, skates way up the hill in turn 4. That's gonna cost him. Still was fast, 20.405. He'd have been in the 2s probably without that push up out of 4. Sargent ends up, I believe, 16th. All right, Brian Rolstad next to qualifying, car number 13. As we get to the back end of Big 8 Late Model Series qualifying. Brian Rolstad from Faribault, Minnesota. First lap for the world's fastest Busch beer can. 8th quickest at a 20.287. 20287 first lap for Brian Rolstad, who when he's ran of the Big 8 Series has had some solid runs. Solid right now, looking to be solider. Second lap, he series, 20.136. Fifth quickest for Brian Rolstad in the 13 car. Matthew Henderson still your quick qualifier, 20.005. 9 to go. Here's a 14 car, a Steve Bachman from Sparta, USA. First lap for Steve Bachman, his 14th quickest for the 14 at a 20.363. 20363. It is my understanding it's already been a good last week or so for Steve. Added to the family, new daddy, no better feeling than that. Mama's watching on TV, that's good. Second lap for Steve Bachman. Second quickest at a 20.054. 20.054. How about second quickest for the 14 of Steve Bachman. Grant Brown out of Prior Lake, Minnesota in car number 14. Grant had a good run last week at Rockford of the National Short Track Championships. First lap for Grant Brown is going to be a 20.518. 20518. First lap for Grant Brown. Looks like it'd be one and done. He pulls it up, pulls in. He could be as high as third in the points by the end of the night on the Big 8 Series. He's in as quickly as he's out. All right, here we go. All right, this is going to be a big bullet to dodge for Matthew Henderson. Car number 14 next to qualify. Racing out of Oregon, Wisconsin, it is showtime, Zach Riddle. Zach Riddle in a 14 car has been good here whenever he's unloaded. First lap, 20.235, 20235. He is 8th quickest on the first lap. Needs 2/10 to be dangerous. Challenge Matthew Henderson's 20.005. Watch the board in turn 1. See if we can get a fast lap. He's third quickest at a 20.056, 20056 for showtime. Zach Riddle in the black 14. We could have a heat race of 14s. Here's Hannah Rayleigh in car number 14 out of Fall River, Wisconsin. First lap coming up for Hannah Rayleigh is going to be 21.242. 21.242. I know she's ran down at Dell's. I think this is the first, like you say, Dan, step out for her in a late model for anywhere besides her home track. Hannah Rayleigh in car number 14. I just saw her down at Madison once. Second lap for Hannah Rayleigh in car number 14. Coming at you, trying to pick it up. It's going to be 20.818. 20818. Lap 2 better for Hannah Rayleigh. Here is your 2021 National Short Track Champion from Roscoe, Illinois. This is Austin Nason. Another bullet to dodge for Matthew Henderson. Austin Nason, winner of the Big 8 National Short Track Championship at Rockford last week, made the move past halfway and dominated the last half of the 188. First lap for Austin Nason is 20.478. 20478. Not quite where he wants to be on lap 1. Stuck outside the top 20. Second lap for Austin Nason. Just a couple cars left. Picks it up to 11th quickest at a 20.262. That's more like it. 20.262, 11th for Austin Nason. Good to see the yellow 16 at Oktoberfest. Russ Grossen out of Brooklyn, Wisconsin. Russ Grossen in that 16 car. One of the final Big 8 qualifiers of the afternoon. First lap for Russ, 22.126, 22.126. The first lap for Russ Grossen. Second lap for Russ Grossen in car number 16 is going to be better. 21, 8, 3, 1, 2, 1, 8, 3, 1 for Russ Grossen in car number 16. All right, just a handful of cars left now. In Big 8 Late Model Series qualifying, Michael Hager next to qualifying, car number 19. Michael racing out of Hanover, Minnesota. First lap for Michael Hager is a 20.420, 20420. First lap for Michael Hager. Little pickup and go a long way. Right now outside of the top 20. If he can do the right things, he'll be knocking on the top 10. Second lap for Michael Hager is into the top 10. He's 8th quickest at a 20.145. 20145 for Michael Hager in the 19 car. Here's the 25, Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson from Solon Mills, Illinois. In car number 25. First lap for Willie, 20.705, 20705. First lap for Willie Nelson. On the road to a better time on lap number 2. Willie Nelson. Second lap, 20.443, puts him 24th, 20443. Not bad for an 87-year-old musician. No, I'm sure he's heard that way too much, you know what I mean? Willie's a good boy. That Nelson family, they're good people. Is that it? That may be all. Why? Did not see Andy Burroughs, car number 18. That would have been the 39th car. I see Grant Brown's car sitting here on the entrance to the quarter mile. Might be owed another lap or something. Oh, that's right, he only got one. Or only tried one, or what have you. As it stands, Matthew Henderson is your Big 8 quick qualifier. 20.005. Steve Bachman, Zach Riddle, Jacob Gady, and Ryan Camish, your current top 5. And whatever happens with Brown will determine if we are done with Big 8 Series qualifying or not. It looks like, meanwhile, the herd is going to migrate across the track since it is 3 o'clock. Big 8 Late Model Series qualifying near its end, about ended. Oh, wait a minute, turn 4. Yeah, they slow him down back there. All right, that's good. Miscommunication somewhere there. And he's in. Maybe just want to save it runs. May not even have got a lap. So Grant Brown out and in, and maybe that's the reason he was there, to make sure it runs or something. He only took one lap. Now it appears to be all for Big 8 Late Model Series qualifying. Matthew Henderson, fast time, 20.005 for car number 33. I believe it is his first Big 8 Late Model Series quick time. Steve Bachman, second quickest. A Lacrosse, 1-2 at the top of the board, 20.054. Zach Riddle, third, 20.056. Jacob Gady, fourth quickest, 20.104. And Ryan Camish, 20.108, your top 5. And the points, as far as the top 2, between John Reynolds Jr. and Jerry Mueller, do not change. They get an equal amount of points for qualifying. Reynolds out-qualifies Mueller for what it's worth, but beyond the top 10, the points are still the same. And that is good for Reynolds heading into the qualifying heats. That's a few more markers that he doesn't have to worry about. And cars will get points in the qualifying features and the main event. And we'll talk to you more about those numbers when we get a moment. And we'll cross everybody over. ARCA Midwest Tour Super Late Model Qualifying coming up in a jiffy.
And welcome again to this live look-in. It's free on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. Thanks for joining us if you're on the free live look-in. If you're already bought the subscription, tell your friends to go to MidwestTour.tv right now. Take a look over on our Facebook feed or Twitter or YouTube and say, this is what you get to look at. We are going to qualify for the Oktoberfest 200 next on this feed here on this glorious Saturday afternoon at Lacrosse Fairgrounds Speedway. We've got a lot of action for you as well. The ARCA Midwest Tour is not only going to qualify today, but this evening we're running the odd and even dashes for the top 16 cars that are locked into the field in qualifying. They'll all have to run 8-lap races, and then we're going to have those qualifying races to whittle down the field to the starting field. Those are all happening this evening as well. In addition to Midwest Truck Series, Mid-American Stock Car Series, we've got a whole host of four-cylinder cars here as well. There's a lot of racing here this afternoon. The biggest news, Super Late Model Qualifying is next to set the field, the top 16 locked in on time for the Oktoberfest 200, the granddaddy, the season finale for the ARCA Midwest Tour. We brought you all the whole season thus far on MidwestTour.tv. By buying the subscription today, you get to watch every lap today and tomorrow, and you can go back and look at it anytime you'd like, as well as any other ARCA Midwest Tour race that we showed this year on MidwestTour.tv. So it's well worth the investment. Tell your friends now, and thanks for listening and watching on Facebook Live, on the look-in, YouTube and Twitter as well. Share your fun. Say, you got to buy this. You got to be part of it. We're happy to have you. But indeed, at some point, we're going to take this offline, off the free feed, and into the subscription base only. So keep that in mind. Buy it now. Don't miss a lap. MidwestTour.tv. A lot of cars here. A lot of very fast cars here. A lot of former Oktoberfest winners are here. They've had a couple of practice sessions today. Qualifying happens. And over the course of the week, if you've been following along, Oktoberfest weekend, there is chances for each day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, for the Super Lates to get on the racetrack. Last time we ran a 3-segment Dick Trickle 99-lap race, 3 33-lap segments, and overall points mattered. And Ty Majeski won that after setting a brand new track record yesterday in qualifying. It was cooler in the afternoon yesterday by about 15 degrees. It's about 80 degrees right now, and that sun's been baking on the racetrack after being overcast yesterday and cool in prime conditions as 16 cars bested the Dick Trickle 99 qualifying record last evening. So we'll see how things hold here as we're awaiting the first car to qualify for the ARCA Midwest Tour and setting the field for the Oktoberfest 200. We'll turn things back over to our track PA friend, Eric Hienefeld. He does the Series PA. Love to have Eric on our broadcast as well. Tune in and buy now so you don't miss a lap on MidwestTour.tv.
Of course, we're going to be stuck up here with Italian beef.
Yeah.
Chicago-style Italian beef.
Yeah, and plans for next year for Eric Hienefeld Salad Bar to join the Midway down there as well. So
you know what? He has slimmed down. I told him last year when he was in the tower, I couldn't believe how slim he was.
White's a slimming color, guys.
So we're going to limit him on the Frederickson cookies this weekend.
Just
and
to a dozen.
Not that I ever get to them anyway by the time you guys are done with them. What are you talking about?
To add to that growing physique of the Hammer, we're going to add a salad bar up here in the announcing tower next year.
He kind of looks like he's a extra in the movie Grease today, you know.
I got some gel I could throw in that hair.
ARCA Midwest Tour qualifying. It's electrifying. Here we go. You're welcome. Ready to go. Car number 26, the Bloomington Bandit, Mark Lamoureux, first to go. Mark Lamoureux, the Capsule Technologies, car number 26. We'll take the first lap of Super Late Model Qualifying. First lap for the Bandit, 19.385, 19.385. The ARCA Midwest Tour track record could be in danger today. It would have been yesterday. Ty Majeski has set that mark in the 5s. 18.508. We were in the 4s yesterday in the trickle. Second lap is better. 19.054. 19.054 for the Bloomington Bandit. Mark Lamoureux in car number 26. Fresh off a big 8 fast time. Matthew Henderson in car number 33. The Ultra Federal Credit Union, driveultra.org, Limitless Graphics and Design, number 33. Burps it out of turn 4. First lap is a 19.162, 19.162 first lap. They were nearing the 18.8s late in practice today. just to keep you, and they usually go 2 or 3 tenths quicker when you get to qualifying. That's the track record range. Second lap for Henderson. Fast time in the 18s. 18.914. 1:8.914 for Matthew Henderson in car number 33. Here is car number 35. This is Carson Quapple. Carson Quapple out of Mooresville, North Carolina, the 18-year-old. The LKN Mechanical, CorvetteParts.net, Wears Machine 35. Carson Quapple, first lap, second quickest in the 18s, 18.945. 1:8.945. First lap for Carson Quapple in car number 35. Well, the heavy hitters come out earlier today, don't they? Second lap for Carson Quapple. Fast time for Carson Quapple in the 8s. 18.856. 1:8.856 for Carson Quapple. All right, here comes car number 36, right out, right now. It's Dan Fredrickson, the 4-time Oktoberfest champion, racing out of Lakeville, Minnesota. The Herman's Landscape Supply, Just Man Freight, grain handler 36. Let's see how fast he is right away. Fast time right away, 18.719, 1:8.719 for Dan Fredrickson. Reminder, track record 5:08 for the Tour. Second lap, 18.666 faster for Dan Fredrickson in car number 36. Well, we are off to a flying start, aren't we? Car number 43 all the way from LaSalle, Colorado. This is Cody Vanderwall, 20 years old from Colorado. Cody Vanderwall. First lap for Cody Vanderwall is a 19.416. 1:9.416 first lap for Cody Vanderwall. The Advanced Dairy, General Air, LaSalle Oil, sponsored 43. Cody Vanderwall. Second lap is a 19.192. 1:9.192. Lap number 2 for Colorado's Cody Vanderwall in 43. Car number 44 is Justin Mondyke. From Gleason, Wisconsin, the Agri Industries Aqua Finance 44. Again, one of the leading feature winners in the state of Wisconsin in 2021, just like last year. First lap for Justin Mondyke is 5th quickest at a 19.115. 1:9.115. First lap for Gleason, Wisconsin's Justin Mondyke in car 44. Same color scheme all year long, but this one screams Oktoberfest, don't it? Second lap for Mondyke is 3rd quickest at an 18.908. 1:8.908 for Mondyke. In his final Oktoberfest, Richie Bickle in 45. 2 wins on a year on the ARCA Midwest Tour, 4th of the points, the 1986 champion of this event. Savage Roofing, Lozano Electric, Windsor Pizza Parlor, 45. Richie Bickle's first lap is a 19.250, 1:9.250. Runner-up in this race 1 year ago. Kind of catapulted into what's been a great 45th and final season in a stock car. Richie Bickle. 5th quickest at a 19.044, 1:9.044 for Richie Bickle. Car number 47 next to qualify at Anina, Wisconsin. This is Brazen Bennett. Brazen Bennett in car number 47, the Valley Gasket sponsored machine. First lap coming up for Brazen Bennett in car number 47. Going to be a 19.086. 1:9.086 the first lap for Brazen Bennett. Good runner no matter what he jumps in. Former late model champion at a Wisconsin International Raceway. Brazen Bennett in 47. It's second quickest for Brazen Bennett, 18.728. A told you he's a good runner. 18.728's a good one. That's gonna, boy, unless something weird happens, that ought to be a cozy lap. Car number 64, this is Griffin McGrath. Good to see Griffin back behind a wheel. He's a Legends car dealer now. First lap for Griffin McGrath is a 19.058. 19058 for Griffin McGrath. The Legends Direct Engine Ice, car number 64. See what Griffin McGrath can do. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa native and a resident. He is third quickest, 18.729. Didn't forget how to go left. 1.8729 for Griffin McGrath. I got a feeling we got a big lap coming here yet, qualifying, boys and girls. Here's Mark Eswine. Car number 71, the black and red 71 from Wisconsin Rapids, the 10-time Golden Sands Speedway champion, the Jolly Good Soda TTI Trucking 71. First lap for Mark Eswine is a 19.233, 1.9233. First lap for Mark Eswine from the Rapids. Second lap for Mark Eswine. It's going to be seventh quickest at an 18.916, 1.8916, seventh quickest for Mark Eswine. All right, the blue and black 71 is Derek Lemke. Former Snowball Derby winner Travis Braden helping him out behind the wrenches this weekend. Derek Lemke now of Davidson, North Carolina, the Spring Greats. Car number 71. First lap for Derek Lemke is a 19.223, 1.9223. First lap for Derek Lemke in car number 71. Travis Braden on the wrenches and Natalie Decker calling the shots as car owner. I like it. Second lap is better at a 19.046, 1.9046 for Derek Lemke. I think we're out of 71 cars. Here's car number 72, Jacob Gady. As we mentioned, pulling double duty. You saw that if you were here. Jacob Gady in car number 72, the Baby Gowdy. Northern Racing Products, the car lot, sponsored 72 car. First lap for Jacob Gady, coming at you. Took him a little while to get through the corner. 19.011, 19011. First lap for Jacob Gady. Quick time, Dan Fredrickson's 18.666. Second lap. Doesn't sound the best as it comes by. 19.108, 19108. And it didn't sound good when it came off of 4, and there's a little smoke. Doc spotted that. Might be something up with Jacob Gady's car. Thrillin' Dylan Hammond in car number 75 out of Grand Marsh. 9th in the ARCA Midwest Tour points. The Hammond Auto of Boston sponsored entry. Dylan Hammond, 8th quickest in the 18s, 18.983, 1.8983. He's a guy that can lay down a lap. And if he follows everybody, he's going to be in the neighborhood of the top 3, if he can pick it up. Second lap for Dylan. He is 4th quickest at an 18.839, 1.8839. Dylan Hammond goes 4th quickest in 75. Again, the top 16 will lock into tomorrow's 200-lap race. We'll keep you updated on that as we move along. 77, Riley Stenjum next to go. Riley Stenjum's had a great year in a late model. This year's Tundra champion, Riley Stenjum. Good first lap, 18.895, 1.8895 for the Screaming Norwegian House Contractors. Hogan Farm, Stenjum Construction, Direct Network 77. See what he's got on lap 2. Second quickest for Riley Stenjum, 18.694. 1.8694, the kid is second quick. All right, so the black and red 77 out, the former ARCA Midwest Tour champion, the blue and black 77. It is the Hampton Hustler, Jonathan Island. Jonathan Island out of Hampton, Minnesota. 18,992 the first lap. 18992 lap 1 for the Island & Sons Trucking and Landscape. Graber Auto Body sponsored Ford. Jonathan Island 7th in the ARCA Midwest Tour point standings. Trying to pick it up on lap 2. He is in the top 5. 18,731. 18731. It's 5th for Island. Car number 78, Skyler Holzhausen. Former ARCA Midwest Tour Rookie of the Year. Never bet against him at his home track. Camp Flogging, Wears Machine, Finkner Motors, Ford. If it's a Holzhausen, it's a Ford. First lap for Skyler Holzhausen at car number 78. 12th quickest at a 19.019. 19019, first lap for Bangor. Skyler Holzhausen at car number 78. He is the 16th qualifier. We're about halfway through, and it's about time to start bumping out of the top 16. Second lap for Skyler. Third quickest for Skyler Holzhausen, 18.724, 18724. Skyler Holzhausen goes third. Time to start bumping out of the top 16. Here's the 80 of Ryan Farrell. Ryan Farrell in the 80 car out of Big Bend, Wisconsin. The Thierry's Race Engines, Adams Heavy Duty Tow, Jacoby Waterproofing, Chevrolet. First lap for Ryan Farrell is a 19.116, 19116. First lap for Ryan Farrell in the 80 car. He'll bump Cody Vanderwall at the top 16, but he's on the bubble himself. He needs a little more. Second lap for Ryan Farrell. Bumps her up to 11th quickest at an 18.914. 18914 for Farrell in the top 16. Car number 81, this is Brian Sire-Keski. Brian Sire-Keski in the 81 car, none of them are Minnesota racers. Brian Sire-Keski in car number 81. The Just Man Freight, Herman's Landscape Supplies, Lamont Motorsports sponsor machine. 19071, 19071, first lap for Brian Sire-Keski. Outside the top 16, looking in on lap 1, 17th. It's just a pinch more. Second lap for Brian Sire-Keski. He is in the top 10. 9th quickest, 18.878, 18878. It knocks Mark Lamoureux out of the top 16 and puts Derek Lemke on the bubble. It is 20 minutes after 3 o'clock. It is crossover time. It's customary every 20 minutes here at Oktoberfest at the lovely Lacrosse Fairgrounds Speedway. What, we got something up here of interest, Dan? What do we got?
Well, this is always fun. Somebody found a cell phone, and they brought it to me, and it's unlocked.
Uh-oh.
So, number one, the screen picture on this is a lady driving a boat with a Bud Light in a swimming suit. So if that's your screen picture, I've got your phone.
Dan, you're looking at your own phone.
My selfie is now on your story on Snapchat. So if anybody here just got a Snapchat of whoever's phone this is, that's Diker. It's going to be there for a while.
That's your phone.
You're an animal.
I don't drink Bud Light, though.
Oh, okay.
So I really can't display the picture, but it's a woman in a bathing suit driving a boat, holding a Bud Light. The back of the phone is a sticker that says, "Keep her moving."
Larry the Cable Guy's here?
No, that's Charlie.
Yeah, that's
right?
Charlie from Manitowoc.
Oh, that's right. Tell your mother I said hi, by the way.
So if you lost a cell phone that's got a scantily clothed lady in driving a Bud Light boat,
looking at it.
I've got it up here, and we're taking pictures all night long.
It's not yours, is it? All right, so far, I don't know about that. Dan Fredrickson, your current quick qualifier, thank you. 18.666. Be watching that here very soon after we get back going. Riley Stenjum, second quickest, 18.694, 3/100ths off a quick time. Skylar Holzhausen, third quickest, 18.724. Brazen Bennett, fourth quickest, 18.728. Griffin McGrath rounds out the top 5, 18.729. 18 cars have qualified. Remember, the top 16 lock in. Mark Lamoureux and Cody Vanderwall are currently outside looking in. For those of you wondering out the ARCA Midwest Tour point standings, it is a 2-horse race for the championship between point leader Ty Majeski and current runner-up Luke Fenhouse. Luke has wrapped up Rookie of the Year. All dependent on qualifying. The overall points for the year could be almost wrapped up after this. We'll see. All I know is we're going to see what the old racetrack's got in it right now. Your 2-time and reigning Dick Trickle 99 winner, including last night. Your ARCA Midwest Tour point leader, and a guy who went in the 18.4s qualifying yesterday is ready to go. It's 91, Ty Majeski out of Seymour, Wisconsin. The Compass Insurance Services, Incredible Bank, iRacing sponsored 91. He is your ARCA Midwest Tour points leader, looking for an unprecedented 5th championship this weekend. And he's third quickest right away, 18.714, 18714. The question is, has he got a little more? Fast times of 666, track records of 508. You know it's going to be good. And it's a new track record, 18.476 for 91. Are we done? That's the question. There's still some bullets in the gun. Here's the former ARCA Midwest Tour champion, Dalton Zier, in the 119 out of Port Orange, Florida. Some people call it Daytona Beach. Port Orange. Dalton Zier, first lap for the Flying Z, 19.179. 19.179 outside looking in. By the way, Rich Bickle. Rich Bickle's on the bubble. Derek Lemke out. 119, Dalton Zier, Gildan Activewear, Sugar River Pizza Company, First Business Bank, 119. Good lap, 8th quickest, 18.812, 18812 for the 119 at Dalton Zier. Caution out, caution out. Just as our next car begins to rumble out, caution light, caution flag. Looks like the safety crew is on the hustle to the safety truck over on the inside of turn number 2. So we have a new ARCA Midwest Tour track record. He did? Ladies and gentlemen, I have a murder to report. 6 cones have been murdered by Dean Cornelius over in turn 1. That is the yellow flag. You see those cones knocked over there on the end of the exit in turn 1. I believe Dean Cornelius did that. Dirt Track Dean in the 126. We'll stop him. Dean knows how to get around the asphalt tracks too, and always runs good here. Second car to the Mark Lamoureux Racing Camp. Ty Majeski, 18.476. Nearly 2/10 quicker than Dan Fredrickson right now. Majeski, Fredrickson, Stenjum, Holzhausen, Brazen, Bennett, your top 5. 20 on the clock. This is the 21st car. Should be about 12 or 13 left to go. So Dean Cornelius will get up through the gearbox, as Barney Hall used to say. Green flag for Dean Cornelius. Capsule Technologies 126 car. Last year, Dean ran Mark Lamoureux's car. Now Mark and Dean are both giving it a go for the 200-lap race. First lap for Dean Cornelius. It's going to be a 19.217. Would you believe that's the back of the line right now? 19.217 is 21 out of 21. This is a fast group today, folks. Second lap for Cornelius. He'll pick it up, but will it be enough? Second lap, not enough. 19.300. 19300 for Dean Cornelius. All right. Arc Midwest Tour Rookie of the Year. That's what he's going to be. Can he make a big run at the championship? He's going to need a tall lap here. Luke Fedhouse in car number 4 out of Wausau. First lap, Luke is 12th quickest at an 18.899. 18899 for Fedhouse on lap 1. It is the Done Right Exteriors, Kowicki Driver Development, PGA, Central Wisconsin vending car, the Slinger Speedway and Slinger Nationals champion. 8th quickest for Luke Fedhouse at an 18.798, 18798. That helps Ty Majeski's championship bid as well. The red number 5 is a 2017 Oktoberfest champion, Johnny Sauter. Johnny Sauter in the red 5. The Deppie Enterprises, Don's Auto and Truck, Pathfinder entry. First lap for Johnny Sauter is going to be an 18.998, 18998. He is outside looking in. Jacob Gady, Richie Bickle among those who have been bumped. Mark Eswine on the bubble. Second lap for Johnny Sauter, needs a swing. There he goes, 8th quickest for Johnny Sauter, 18.795, 18795. And he'll see if he can hang on to the top 16. Ryan Farrell on the bubble, Mark Eswine out. Here's the white number 5, Travis Sauter, the 4-time Oktoberfest champion. The Habelman Brothers Cranberries, Don's Auto and Truck, Napa of Cheyenne, number 5. First lap for Travis Sauter, outside looking in, 19.001, 19.001 for Travis Sauter. Needs about a 10th to get him in the top 16. Second quickest at an 18.581, 18581. That's a pickup and a half. Second quickest for Travis Sauter. In the black number 5, the 2-time Arc Midwest Tour champion, it is Casey Johnson. Winner at Madison during the Howie Let Out Classic back in August. First lap for Casey is a good lap, 18.783, 18783. Among the top 3 in last night's Dick Trickle 99, Casey Johnson, the Hogan Farms UAW Region 4 Valley Gasket 5. Second lap for Casey Johnson is an 18.759, 18759. Nearly identical laps, and that's not a bad thing either for Casey Johnson among the top 10. It'll be fast tomorrow. Here is Paulie Schaefer out of Portage, Indiana. 3rd in the Arc Midwest Tour points. Our winner at the Dixieland back in August. First lap for Paulie Schaefer, outside looking in, a 19.016, 19016. In the meantime, Justin Mondike's on the bubble. Ryan Farrell, Matthew Henderson out of the top 16. This is a 26th qualifier. Second lap, Paulie in the top 5, 5th quickest, 18.7, 18700 for Paulie Schaefer. Car number 9, this is Derek Kraus from Stratford, Wisconsin, the 20-year-old in the Shockwave Marine Suspension Seating Incredible Bank number 9. Derek Kraus first needs an 877 or better. He's outside looking in. 19.165. 19165 first lap for Derek Kraus. 25 out of 27. Justin Mondike out of the top 16. Brian Sire-Keski on the bubble. Second lap for Kraus is 4th quickest at an 18.680, 18680, 4th for Kraus. That's a lap. Andrew Brocker on track next. Car number 13 out of Jefferson, Wisconsin, the American State Equipment Machine. Top 16, tailed by Carson Quapple. Quapple on the bubble, 18.856. First lap for Andrew Brocker is a 20.074, 20074. First lap for Andrew Brocker. Just a handful of cars left to qualify. Carson Quapple, Dylan Hammond, Dalton Zier, Luke Fenhouse, Johnny Sauter, sweating bullets, not locked in. Second lap for Brocker is a 19.769, 19769 for Jefferson's Andrew Brocker. Austin Nason in the 14 car out of Roscoe, Illinois. The car corner, Nason's Landscaping, Haas Builders, Loves Park Motorsports, Erickson Auto Parts, number 14. First lap for Austin Nason is going to be 22nd. 18.991's not a bad lap. Picks a little up, he'll be in the top 16. Carson Quapple still on the bubble, 18.856. Can Nason jump in? Just misses, 18.885. 18885, Nason 18th. Quapple dodges the bullet, still in the top 16. Here's the 15 car, former ARCA Midwest Tour Rookie of the Year, Gabe Summers. The 18-year-old out of Plover. The Rowdy Energy, Quick Trip, Tasteful Selection Potatoes, DeKalb Seeds, Toyota. First lap for Gabe Summers, just missed, 18.867, 18867. 9 1,000ths out of the top 16. A good swing will put him well within the top 16, but can he do it? Can he connect? He's in the top 5, 18.681, 18681 for Gabe Summers. Carson Quapple is going to have to race his way in. Dylan Hammond on the bubble. Here's the 18 of Michael Ostick. Michael Ostick, the Lakeville, Minnesota native. In the Twin Cities Cannabis, Grissom Enterprises, Weichert Realtors, number 18. First lap for Michael Ostick is a 19.109, 19109. The first lap for Michael Ostick in car number 18. Only a couple left. Second lap for Michael Ostick is a 19.084, 19084. Michael Ostick's going to have to put himself in the show later on. Here's the former Oktoberfest champion and the 2011 ARCA Midwest Tour champion. In car 19 out of DeForest, it's Andrew Morrissey. The left-hander chassis performance parts supply and Lensing storage 19. First lap for Andrew Morrissey is going to be a 19.108. 19108 for Morrissey on lap 1. Outside looking in, Dylan Hammond still on the bubble. Just a couple of guys nervous yet. Final lap for Morrissey, 18.875, just missed and goes 18th quickest. I think just 2 left. Second place man of the ARCA Midwest Tour Rookie of the Year on the track now, Levon Vandergeest in car 23. Dylan Hammond on the bubble, Dalton Zier 15th. It looks like Luke Fenhouse is safe in 14th. First lap coming up for Levon Vandergeest in car number 23, the Central Sawdust of Wisconsin, Braber Music, Culver's sponsored Chevrolet. Not a bad first lap, 18.891, 18891 first lap for Levon. It'll take an 8:38 to get in the top 16. There you go, 18.662, Levon Vandergeest, third quickest in the 23. What a lap out of Levon, third quickest. Dylan Hammond out, Dalton Zier on the bubble. Jeff Storm on the track. Should be the final qualifier of the afternoon for the ARCA Midwest Tour. Jeff Storm from East Troy, Wisconsin. First lap for Stormy is going to be a 19.020. 19020. Needs an 811 or better to get in the top 16. In the 3D Ranch Duramax Trucking 25. $18,899, and he is gonna just miss the top 16. 34 ARCA Midwest Tour Super Late models take time. A new ARCA Midwest Tour track record for Ty Majeski in the 91. 18.476. He's in the fours for the second straight day in qualifying. Travis Sauter, second quickest, 18.581. Third quickest, Levon Vandergeest, 18.662. Dan Fredrickson, fourth quickest, 18.666. Derek Kraus rounds out the top 5, 18.680. 6 through 10, Gabe Summers, Riley Stenjum, Paulie Schaefer, Skylar Holzhausen, Brazen Bennett, 11 through 16, Griffin McGrath, Jonathan Island, Casey Johnson, Johnny Sauter, Luke Fenhouse, and Dalton Zier. Now there's a top 16. They are locked in. Everybody's name I didn't call, racing their way in tonight or tomorrow. And they're still really good too, and they're not in. Guys like Carson Quapple, Andrew Morrissey, Austin Nason, Justin Mondyke, Mark Eswine, Jacob Gady, Richie Bickle, all outside looking in yet on the 200-lap race. So you'll see all those super lates back tonight. We'll run odd even dashes for the top 16, and we'll run qualifying features and start setting up some of the field for tomorrow's show, with the last chance yet to go tomorrow as well. All right, I'm gonna go start drinking some of that nacho cheese. Mid-American Stock Car Series coming up next for qualifying. Did you get that phone back to the owner? Did we already talk about that? Did you get it back?
We sure did,
right,
and I said, you know, I put myself in your Snapchat. He goes, yeah, 5 of my buddies already saw your picture on their phones.
You're a rascal.
All right, Mid-American Stock Car Series Points Championship coming down tonight. Ryan Vandermeer Jr. going to try to sew things up once again. Tim Stewart, second. Meyerhofer, third. Billy Preetzel, fourth. Steve Blair is rounding out the top 5 for the Mid-Am Series. 27 have signed up, and it's my understanding everybody is going to make the show for the big one later tonight. Good mixture of former Great American, Great American Stock Car Series, Great American Sportsman Series, which I started announcing that with Greg Oliver back in the day. Greg Oliver told me last night he's thinking about restarting that Great Northern Sportsman Series. Oh, there's Greg. Greg, how are you, sir? Interesting news that involved Greg Oliver just a little bit this morning with the Midwest Dash Series with a new ownership group. And we talked to the powers that be this morning. We're going to talk about that when the Mid-Am Series or the Midwest Dash Series comes out later on. But a new ownership formation with 4 very familiar names that we'll tell you later on. 27 Mid-Am cars representing 5 racetracks in 3 states. Some of these gentlemen, I remember announcing them back in 2000 and 2001 at the 141 Speedway. Some of their family names have continued onwards over the past 20 years. Great to see.
And Dan, they always have one of the sharpest looking unique style cars here at Oktoberfest as well. And it kind of mixed up a little bit because they used to have a real unique body design when they first started. Then they added the sportsman cars into it, which really helped the car count and also made the better competition on the track as well.
Hammer's going to give you fast truck qualifying here in a couple of moments, and we just found out that Pit Crew Barbecue at Durant, Iowa is their title sponsor for the Oktoberfest race. Pit Crew Barbecue is going to be giving the fast qualifier $200 and a bottle of all 8 of their barbecue sauces. So I hope I'm not the one that has to give the box to them, because the box is going to stay up here in the tower.
Well, you know, and plus you have to make sure Bill Doc Niles does not take that bacon flavored one too.
They just brought a tub of loaded nachos.
Your full pork loaded nachos
All right. To be clear, we are on a free look-in on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. What I want to be clear about is all the guys that keep talking about food, that's the guys in the PA booth down the hall. That's Doc Miles, Kevin Ramsell, along with Eric Hienefeld, and Dan Diker. Those guys are the ones talking all about the food. So if they're making you hungry and you're getting mad about it because you're at work or you're hanging out and you're like, wait a minute, they're all sorts of stuff delivered. That does not include our MidwestTour.tv room. I'm not begging, I'm just saying, to be clear, Jim Trado here went down and got some really good food earlier in the concession stand. This is a wonderful event. You need to be here. Oktoberfest is a happening place. 17 divisions over 4 days. Officially, Tom Roberts is in the house. I just spoke with him. So great to see people assembling from around the country to enjoy the 52nd Oktoberfest weekend, starting back in 1970. It's great racing. We'll continue with qualifying here today. We've had Big 8 Series qualifying. Ty Majeski just set a brand new track record in the ARCA Midwest Tour qualifying for tomorrow's Oktoberfest 200. In the ARCA Midwest Tour, they have already qualified. There are more things to come. Qualifying for the Midwest Dash, Mid-American Stock Car Series, and Midwest Truck Series are on the way. That's our next 3 opportunities to watch every car and truck that are here today. But after qualifying ends, you need to buy that pay-per-view. You need to buy the subscription. You need to buy in. It's a month-long subscription. You get it for the entire month. You can watch this race anytime you like. You can watch any of the ARCA Midwest Tour races that we've already shown on MidwestTour.tv. We're going to group qualifying now for the Mid-American Stock Car Series cars. After we conclude qualifying for Midwest Trucks and the Midwest Dash, that's when our free look-in ends. You need to buy and get on board. Subscribe at MidwestTour.tv. We're racing as soon as 5 o'clock, and we're racing qualifying races, the ARCA Midwest Tour races, the odd and even dashes, as well as the qualifying races. Hey, 16 cars locked in the ARCA Midwest Tour Oktoberfest 200 on time. 18 cars are going to fight for those final 8 spots or so, depending on promoter options, to make the field for Sunday afternoon's Oktoberfest 200. So we'll turn it back over to Track PA for what is now the Mid-American Stock Car Series season finale here at Oktoberfest weekend. After qualifying continues with the Midwest Trucks and the Midwest Dash, when that ends, so does the free look-in. Thanks for subscribing to this point. We encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already at MidwestTour.tv.
Former Sportsman champion and former Oktoberfest champion Danny Gilster. He is also on the number 23 car. Danny Gilster taking quick time to the top of the board. Right off Jump Street with a 21.543. Brian Gibson just stole that with a 21.285. Tigers Hildestad now has quick time. Going to go about 5 minutes. They can put as many laps on and down as they want. They want to start. They want to come back and stop. They can sure do so. But they are not limited to how many laps that they put down during qualifying. As Danny Gilster back on top of the leaderboard. 21.241. Here we go. Turn number 1. Here we go. Dale Akins Jr. backs it up under the Dripless Area Magazine side in turn number 1. We are under caution.
I was watching both of them going to turn 1. One was trying to get out of the other's way, but they made contact, causing the 88 to slowly spin. I thought he was going to save it, but he slowly spun and parked it in the back in the wall there on turns 1 and 2.
Well, Danny Gilster, former champion, with a 21.031. Second fastest currently Titus Helgestad. Then it's Brian Gibson, Bobby Gutenek, Clayton Curtis, Mark Chalet, Dale Akins Jr., and Jimmy Wilson. And we're going to go back to qualifying as Leakus. No damage done, luckily. Just let a brake smoke right there. First of what will be probably 4 qualifying sessions. Now, Danny Gilster knows that one of the masters of the Sportsman, Randy Humfeld, is here and can qualify fastest with the mid-ams. So he's not going to back off.
No, he's not. He's going to try and get the best lap he can. He needs clean traffic all the way around and maybe get a little draft off of somebody too.
21.031 for Gilster currently.
Checker flags out, Dan, for the first group.
All right, after the first group qualifying session, it looks like this. Dan Gilster with a 21.031. Brian Gibson is second. Titus Helgestad third. Bobby Gutnick fourth. Clayton Curtis fifth. Mark Chalet sixth. Dale Dinkins Jr. seventh. And Jimmy Wilson rounding out the top 8. Now, even though, Kevin, that everybody makes the show tonight, why do we even qualify them?
Well, that helps determine where they're going to start in the big event, also for their heat races later on as well, too. So there's a big reason why for that. Plus, you know, we don't start them straight up in this one. They'll be inverted as well. By the way, real quick before we go to the second group, I was told by DJ that Richie Bickle is down at the Midwest Tour trailer, and he's signing autographs. I think he's got copies of his book as well, too, to sign.
Make sure you stop down DJ Speed Zone right now. Rich Bickle is down signing autographs. He's got copies of his book as well. And if you'd like to stop down and meet Rich on his last tour of Oktoberfest, make sure to do so. All right, here comes group number 2. Greg Beebe in the 28. The orange 7 is going to be Aaron Shelton, not the country singer. Number 19, Kenny Benson Jr., who was a late entrant. The number 20 is Joe Monty. That told me there, Jason Tomo, what a great area sportsman race he ran last night. Just got nipped right there at the end. Sam Niles in the 28. And we're going to go green flag qualifying. 29 car is Jake Schroffnagel coming out of Slinger, Wisconsin. 67, Rick Reddick Tackman won a race last night. Won his first ever race right here at the Lacrosse Speedway last night. The Cowboy was awfully happy to see that. Rick Reddick Tackman. Danny Gilster still holding tight on the ultra scoring tower with a 21.031. Schroffnagel has moved into the top 5. He's currently 4th. Jason Toma currently 5th. So several drivers from group number 2 are moving up the leaderboard. Schroffnagel now second fastest. Brian Gibson following him into 3rd. Gilster at 21.031. Schroffnagel at 21.144. Brian Gibson at 21.146. Here we go! One more time, turn 1. 2 cars collected this time. Beebe and Schroffnagel do the tango up into turn 1.
Oh, that did not help.
29 of Jake Schroffnagel out of Slinger, the first to try to back away. There's some bent property up there by the bomb can Senator turn 1.
I think Schroffnagel's okay. He barely made contact. He was able to hit the brakes, but made some contact.
Well, good news to see the 28 of Greg Beebe at a Waukesha pull away. Little back end damage. Hopefully it's just cosmetic. See, the modified driver, Denny Schott. Now, he's a sportsman. He's a show-off sportsman kind of guy. He'd have backed it up in there and made a mark permanently just because he's Denny Schott.
That's dedication.
Oh, there's Denny. Denny, how are you? Hope you're enjoying the races this afternoon.
He's not on the track, Dan.
Denny would have put Oktoberfest orange on that little white part of the wall right there. Then every time he comes to run Sportsman next year, he can drive by and go, hey, look, there's me. There's a piece of me.
Hey, Dan, real quick. Talking about Rich Bickle, we were talking to him earlier today. You remember who his sponsor was for his ARCA race at Daytona this year?
I'm involved with eating food right now. Don't trivia question me anything.
It was Oktoberfest race weekend.
That was pretty cool when they had that on TV. Matter of fact, there were 2 cars that had the Oktoberfest race weekend on it. The track's going to go back to green. We've got a couple of laps left for group session number 2. It's Gilster, Schroffnagel, Gibson, Helgestad, and Toma, your top 5. One thing I like when the cars slow down, look at the frame, the door frame of the windshield. All those feature race-winning stickers lining those things.
Yep.
As the Tominator Jason Toma just rolled by. He got a ton of them on that car.
And we talked to Toma earlier today. He says this car is pretty good, just needs to make a couple adjustments, and he thinks it'd be good for tonight.
Toma said he made one adjustment in the heat race last night that they should not have made because he'd have won that race.
That's right. He's 2 laps shy of picking up a big win in the area sportsman last night.
How about that race last night? That was simply outstanding.
Yep.
Dylan gets the win. Hey, I've still got his $100 too, by the way.
You mean the $99?
Well, yeah, but the $1 is going to be a taxing surcharge, carrying handling fee.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Nobody close to touching Gilster yet. 21-0-3-1. Schroffnagel 21-144. Gibson, Helgestad, and Toma. And you don't have to stay out and qualify until the checkered. If you feel you're comfortable enough with the time you put down, you can leave the track. Joey Papillon in that number 7 just got in the number 10 position. Benson 9th, Monty 8th, Curtis 7th, Gutnick 6th, Toma 5th, Helgestad, Gibson, Schroffnagel, and Gilster. The lone car on the track, 67. Rick Reddick-Tackman won his first ever race here with Lacrosse last night. Man, he was happy. Cowboy was happy.
Pretty emotional down there, too. I think that was the first one that really tugged to his heart last night, especially when Dad was able to get down there.
So that's group session number 2. The first car out, here's the one to watch. Danny Gilster has a 21-0-3-1. The pressure's going to be put on by the gentleman that's going to be crowned Mid-Am champion tonight. That is the number 3, Ron Vandermeer Jr. out of Sheridan, Illinois. Obviously the car to beat, multi-track championships with the Mid-Am Series. Also out is the 74, Steve Blair. White number 7, Jim Cormack. He won a race last night. 99 is Tim Schmidt. Randy Humpfeld, Hump Daddy Awesome Sauce. In the 6, he's going to be one to watch. The number 14, second in points, Andrew Meyerhofer. The 18, Tim Stewart, 66, Joey Gase. The 86 is John Furman. And the 54, Destiny Bullard. How about that, Kevin Ramsel? NASCAR's Joey Gase running the Mid-Am Series today.
We're so happy he's here as well, too. As I recall, I think it was last week at Talladega, had a really nasty wreck and was able to get clearance and all that to come up here, and I know he's happy back at short track racing.
All right, so the 2 that you're going to want to watch are Ron Vandermeer Jr. in the 3 and the 6 of Randy Humpfeld. Humpfeld was last night's area sportsman fast timer. Humpfeld up into 5th. They're getting some heat in the tires now.
What were you saying about Randy Humpfeld earlier?
He caught fast time last night. He's already into... Now he's down to 6. Ron Vandermeer all the way to 4th place so far qualifying. Everybody makes the show, but they want a better position before it starts.
Humpfeld just ran up to 4th that last lap.
Gilster and Schroffnagel unharmed at this point. Humpfeld at 21-191. Vandermeer down into 5th. Not much movement on the last 2 laps between Gilster, Schroffnagel, Vandermeer, and Hump Daddy Awesome Sauce. Randy Humpfeld.
Look who's at the top of the charts, Dan.
Told you to watch him, folks. You weren't paying attention. He's going to be crowned the champion tonight. He has a 21-0-1-6. Ron Vandermeer Jr. He pushes Gilster back to 2nd, Schroffnagel 3rd, Gibson 4th, and Humpfeld still the top 5. Jim Cormack almost swiped the turn 4 wall that time down. Humpfeld gets into the 86 car of Furman. Now Randy's going to shut her down, says, I've had enough. Got some tire pressures to check on. Once again, you don't have to stay out in group qualifying. That's entirely up to you. Car feels good, take her off. If not, take it to the very end. Blair trying to get a couple of extra horses out of the 74. He's going to shut her down. Joey Gase in the 66 for the NASCAR ranks to Lacrosse Speedway. You know, he may be a little bit underpowered compared to what he's usually running there, Kevin.
Yeah, and if you talk about, too, some regulars, the area sportsman, the sportsman division that runs here normally, you guys have a breakout rule of 22 seconds. That's waved out the window. These guys can go as fast as they can this weekend.
All right, unofficially, your quick time qualifier with a 21.016, Ron Vandermeer Jr. In the Max Rack finish line flooring, R1 Graphics and Design, Chevy Impala. Danny Gilster finishes second. Jake Schroffnagel third. Brian Gibson fourth. Randy Humfeld fifth. Tim Stewart, Titus Hugestad, Jason Toma, the Tominator, Steve Blair, and Jim McCormack. They will round out the top 10. So again, officially, all cars that qualified, we had a total of 26. They will make the big show tonight. We're going to run some odd and even dashes and a couple of heat races to solidify their starting positions in tonight's big race. Still to come, one of the fastest rebounding series in the nation, Midwest Truck Series. Again, the fast time qualifier hammer gets an extra 200 dead presidents, all 8 barbecue sauces from their title sponsor, Pit Crew Barbecue out of Durant, Iowa.
I'd go just for the barbecue sauce. That's where I got lunch, by the way. I got the pulled pork.
Okay, now what sauce did you choose?
You know what?
Billy Doc and I are going with the raisin bacon.
You know what? I just went dry.
See, there's nothing wrong with that.
And it was good.
If you've got a good pulled pork or a good barbecue, why waste putting sauce on top of it?
Well, here's the deal. I was in a hurry, and I didn't realize there was 8 of them. I might have tried some. But
you thought they were just for decoration.
It was good dry, I'm going to tell you.
You know why he did not get sauce on it, Dan?
Why, Kevin?
Because he's wearing a white shirt. He's wearing a white shirt and didn't want to get sauce on it.
Oh, but I didn't have it on then. See, I had this thing that looks like a tablecloth on. It would have been fine. He's got no answer for that. All right, so just a couple divisions left to qualify. As Dan mentioned, Midwest Truck Series will be up next for their qualifying group session here for what I believe is 21 of the trucks. They'll be running the Holman Pumping Service Oktoberfest 25 later on tonight. Get the crossovers secured, as they say in race control. We'll get ready to go. Midwest Truck Series still has an event left after this. Be down at Dell's for Halloween. That's where they'll crown their champion. So this is just jockeying for position for that final race. James Swan, the 4-time Truck Series champion, is the current Midwest Truck Series point leader. Ahead of Tristan Swanson, the rookie out of Minnesota. Those two have combined for 8 wins on the Midwest Truck Series this year. Bryce Miller, Vanilla Bryce himself, 3rd place in the point standings with a win this year. And the crowd pleaser, Chester Race, rounds out your top 4 in the current Midwest Truck Series point standings, and I believe Cody Hubrid rounds out the top 5. Qualify them up here. They'll split them up into, I believe, 3 heat races coming up later, maybe 2. And a 25-lapper. Main event, the penultimate feature of the night. Everybody's in the show. No need to run any last chances or anything like that for the truckers here tonight. I was going to say don't forget to hang around after the races, but who am I kidding? After the races tonight, 35 South in the Expo Hall. Going to be a good night. The representative from Stoughton would like to chime in.
Oh, Riley Stengen wants to chime in?
No, that would be you, sir.
Oh, okay. That Jacoby Waterproofing is a proud sponsor of 35 South tonight, so we want to make sure thank our friends at Jacoby Waterproofing for being the concert sponsor for tonight. There's currently live music going on until 5 o'clock down there. Don't forget, the memorabilia show is also going on in the Big Red Barn as well, too. So get yourself, and Richie Bickle is still signing autographs down at the Midwest Tour. Hoping to get a couple more drivers to come down and sign for you as well. With that, as soon as we find out more about it, and I got my signed copy of Barnyard to Brickyard. I would read a quote to you from it, but it would not be suitable for PA. So.
All right, also, as we cross over, getting the 4-cylinder cars, the Midwest Dash cars in place. They're out in the back 40 pitted, most of them.
Eric, I just want to let you know I just got a text message that Luke Fenhouse, the Slinger Nationals winner, is now at the Midwest Tour trailer to sign autographs. Remember the Quickie Driver Development Program? I know Tom Roberts is here.
He is, I saw him.
Yep, Tom Roberts is here, so you might be able to meet Tom down there and sure get some cool Alan Quickie stories from Tom. Yeah, but get a chance to meet Luke Fenhouse, who finished second in the SRX race. Had that thing won until that caution came out with Paul Tracy and Haley Deegan, and Marco Andretti got him on the restart. But, man, that would have been a cool thing if he would have won that race on national TV.
Mr. Television, Luke Fenhouse. Just saw the replay of his super late model win at Slinger on MAV TV a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I was surprised to hear my voice. But anyway, better to see Luke than hear me, quite frankly.
You're a national treasure now.
Oh, stop it. I am friend of America. That's what I am.
Go to be a PA announcer at the Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Right. Big deal. Yeah. Cup Time STL. You see the hashtag on the front.
I did hear
Mr. Blair and Mr. Francois sponsoring the Turn 1 Tavern down there.
I did hear you in the background during when Joseph Newgarden went to Victory Lane at Indy.
Well, thank you.
I said, hey, I know that guy.
Made sure I belted it out loud.
I should get his autograph or something. Hey, the trucks are coming out.
Oh, thank goodness. Qualifying time for the Midwest trucks. Group qualifying, just like you saw with the Mid-American cars, just like you will see for the Midwest Dash Series. We'll give them a few laps. We'll turn them loose. We'll keep you updated on the times after they complete their round. Usually get about 3, 4, 5 laps to wind it up. Danny Darnell, the 85 on the track out of Beach Park, Illinois. Bryce Miller out of Columbus, Wisconsin, and truck number 11. 7 of Tyler Noble right behind him out of Arena, Wisconsin. Daniel Bain, the 28 from Wapaka. The 5-star Nick Quinnell from Arkdale. Jerry Brickner, the 9 out of Wausau. So you're ready to wind them up. Natalie Decker in the 100M truck rounds out this group. First of 3 groups for the Midwest trucks. Going for some money and all of the barbecue sauce. Bryce Miller, quickest of Group 1, 20.552. Beg your pardon, 20.515 fast lap for Bryce Miller. Danielle Bain, second quickest, 20.651. Danny Darnell, third quickest at a 20.744. Natalie Decker in 100M, fourth quickest at a 20.887. And Nick Quinnell rounds out the top 5 at a 20.927. 7 trucks in each group, 3 groups of qualifying for the Midwest Trucks. Here comes Group 2 promptly. The yellow and black 20, Derek Dorr out of Watertown in turn at number 4. Behind him, the 99 from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. It is Phil Wiestoff. Cody Hubert, the blue and black 20 with the Dayglow numbers out of turn 4 from Utica, Wisconsin originally. 26, Chris Blauett out of Eagle, Wisconsin. 47, Kenny Justin, racing out of Wonder Lake, Illinois. Back 2 trucks coming at you. 21, that is Eugene Gregrich Jr. out of Amherst. And Brent Kirchner out of Lacrosse. The 7 for set number 2. A fresh 5 at the top of the charts. Eugene Gregerich Jr. in the 21W, that burgundy black and silver truck to the top of the charts, 20.176, almost 0.2 quicker than Cody Hubert, who goes to second at a 20.371. Derek Dorr, third quickest, 20.411. Brett Kirchner, fourth quickest at a 20.463. And Philip Wiestoff in truck number 99 rounds out the top 5 at a 20.501. One more group of 7, your final set. The fast 7 left to go here. For qualifying for the Midwest Truck Series, there is leading rookie Tristan Swanson in the 100. James Lynch, the youngster in 76 out of Palos Park, Illinois in turn 3 and 4. Brad Kassow in truck 12 out of Union Grove, Wisconsin. The 93, the crowd pleaser Chester Ace out of Oregon. Your point leader, James Swan, 97 out of Genoa City, Wisconsin. 37, Kevin Cadisi from Waunakee. And at the back of the line in turn 3 and 4, the red, white, and blue 21 from McChesney Park, Illinois, is Cody Houseware. Alex Gilhart will give him 1 lap this time and turn him loose next time. We'll see if anybody can get past Eugene Gregrich Jr.'s quick time. The truck track record is a 19.989. It might come in handy. got the kid James Lynch fast time for the Midwest Truck Series, 20.090. James Lynch is your quick qualifier. Tristan Swanson, second quickest, 20.169. Overall in the group, top 5, Lynch, Swanson 1 and 2, Eugene Gregorich in third, fourth spot, Kevin Canese, James Swan rounds out the top 5. So there you go, Midwest Truck Qualifying in the books, and James Lynch to the top of the charts for the truckers. One more group to qualify, the fabulous 4-cylinder Midwest Dash cars coming up.
Midwest Dash Series kind of shook things up this morning on their day of racing as they made a major announcement that 4 Midwest Dash Series drivers are going to be taking over the series. And during our pre-race ceremonies, driver Greg Blount is going to come up and explain a little bit. Drew Jack had bought the series from some dude named Greg Oliver just a couple years ago. Greg found out that he had too big of a plate, just way too big. He's running some track called Toma. So we're going to get the announcement here during pre-race of the major shakeup of the Midwest Dash Series. They're not going away. Not going to be going away from Rockford or Madison, Lacrosse, Toma, Slinger. Jefferson wants them. So we'll find out what the big shakeup was that was announced this morning with the Midwest Dash Series. Phil Maloff going after another track championship of the Midwest Dash Series. He is a repeat Oktoberfest winner here. He is your current point leader. Riley Mullen currently second in points. Riley, after she gets on the track with 1 lap, will be the Rookie of the Year this year. Lyle Phillips, John Preston, and the Traveler, Tim Finstad, round out the top 5 in points.
Justin Pearson 6th, Chris Jackson 7th, George Seeliger 8th, Sean Grabinger is 9th, Ashley Bell rounds out your top 10. There's some good drivers in this field. Long time dash type of drivers like George Sparkman.
I was excited to see George Sparkman back again because this guy has had the same Mustang, and he's been racing for like 102 years.
He's kind of like the Richie Bickle of dash racing. And you know something? Bickle drove his car last year at Madison for one night.
There's your champion from last year, first car on the track. That is Mr. Scott Sashelski out of Plover, Wisconsin. He was out practicing last Saturday, last Wednesday. He wants the championship one more time. And, of course, he would be the first one out, Scott Sashelski. In the 06, George Seliger. 192, Kyle Stark. There's your champ, the 32. Phil Maloff. George Sparkman, the 5. Devin Dixon in the 111. Lyle Phillips in the 35. 28 is Mike Herdman. The 3 is Mr. Oranger, Dave Oranger. Nick Bobby Hadler in the 3/4 car. This is going to be a fast qualifying session right here. Kyle Stark holds the track record, 22.263, set all the way back in 2016. I would not be surprised if this one fell. Had to reset the scoring system, so we're going to find out here in a couple of moments who is doing what and why. Now we got it set. Scott Sishelski has fast time, followed by George Seliger. Dan Braun, Riley Mullen. Phil Maloff sitting fifth, and it's Sparkman, Dixon, Phillips, Herdman, Hadler, and Oranger. Oranger's first time back in about 2 years. He took a 2-year hiatus from the series. Scott Sishelski at 22.502, the record. Kyle Stark, he's right down there in the 192. Set it back in 2016, and he's going to shut her down, as is everybody else. So after session number 1, your reigning Oktoberfest champion, Scott Sishelski, has fast time, 25.02. George Seliger second. Riley Mullen, Rookie of the Year third. It's Dan Braun and Phil Maloff. He'll be your champ. There's your top 5. Rest of your top 10. George Sparkman, Devin Dixon, Lyle Phillips, Mike Herdman, Dave Oranger, and Nick Bobby Hadler in the 3/4 car. Brett Mickelson out of Apple Valley, Minnesota will bring out session number 2, followed by the 99 of John Vash of Union Grove, Wisconsin. Mr. Enduro himself, Justin Shalitsky out of Watertown, Minnesota. He's the 3rd car out. '12 of Merrick Pankow, longtime Midwest Dash Series driver. He is in turn 4. There's the 88. Got to get who that is. He didn't put a sheet in for us. Tyler Edmondson, he's the 21E. Tyler reigning from Johnson Creek, Wisconsin. 25, former track champion Chris Thunderberg. The 7 is Isaac Bray from De Pere. 37, Easton Andrahouse out of Savage, Minnesota. Fire Marshal Bill Schott is in the 2 out of Lacrosse, Wisconsin. Let's go green. Fire Marshal Bill Schott, Billy Doc Niles, is in the Sean McCarthy Championship car from the Thomas Porter Speedway. Modified driver from here.
This dude's all over the place this weekend. Sportsman, these cars here. I think he tried to run Area Sportsman last night. A modified dude is everywhere this weekend.
Again, Chris Thunderberg, former lacrosse track champion. We're going to keep an eye on him. Oh, a little contact, 3 wide to the front straightaway. Here we go. Chris Thunderberg deep into turn 1. Onto the Steve Small Machine engine sign.
And we say green.
Well, he avoided the wall. Good deal for Chris Thunderberg. Man, that was awfully close. That was one of our contenders.
Yeah, he was looking really good. He had to swing a little high going into turn 1 there. Looks like he got up into the marbles, a place you really can't come back from. Luckily, he kept it off the wall. He continued on.
Well, nobody from this next group has even cracked the top 5 yet. Tyler Stuber is in the 0-2, just heading into turn 1. I think that's an old Scott Malem car. Tyler Stuber was our national anthem singer last night. Did a heck of a job. He beat out Kevin Ramsell for singing Authority last night.
I did what?
Tyler Stuber in the 0-2 beat you on. Remember, you were in for the running for national anthem?
Oh, I let him do it because I was being a nice guy.
Oh, okay.
And Nathan Butterfield said, don't do it.
This is segment number 2 for group qualifying. Michael Yager is in that green and white 88 car. Sashelski still sits on top of the leaderboard. And surprisingly enough, as the white flag flies, nobody from this group has cracked the top 10, so they've got some work to do still. Checker flags out. Time to wear down the brakes just a tad bit and park them. After session number 2, it's After session 2, Scott Sashelski still leads the way. George Seliger, Riley Mullen, Dan Braun, and Phil Maliff. George Sparkman, Devin Dixon, Lyle Phillips, Mike Hedman, and Dave Oranger are your current top 10. Got some high flyers coming out of the chute next, though. This will be the final group of the 37 to qualify. Currently have 22 on the ultra scoring tower located in turn 1. Got a couple of Lacrosse Speedway Hornet drivers going to make the attempt to make the show tonight. Mark Dewey out of Janesville, Wisconsin. He's out in the 82 car. 231, John Preston of Partyville, Wisconsin. 43, Chad Fergie. The B&B Vinyl number 11 is Weston Steese of Jefferson. Ashley Bell out of Minnesota. She's in the 41. 22, Sean Gravinger out of Lakeville. Lacrosse's Brandon McCarthy. He's in the 19. The number 8, Kevin Lentz out of Mayville, Wisconsin. 06, David Lemke from Germantown. And the 12, the Thurkus, Ben Thurk. Rick Wilson, and he's looking for the Italian beef. Not going on yet. Gotta wait till the sun goes down and big board settles. Germany, George Sparkman, Phil Maliff, George Seliger, Riley Mullen, and Scott Sashelski are top 5. Devin Dixon, Lyle Phillips, Mike Hedman, Dave Oranger, and Dan Braun, your top 10. Sparkman with a 22.349. Maliff a 22.377. Just a handful of laps remaining in our Midwest Dash Series final group to qualify. Sparkman, Maliff, Seliger, Stark, Mullen. White flags out, turns into checkers for Ashley Bell. As everybody crosses the line, Lance is done in the 8 car. How about that, Kevin Ramsey, your unofficial QuickTime qualifier we were just talking about. With a 22.349 is George Sparkman from Loves Park, Illinois.
I think you're going to enjoy giving him his speeding bullet.
Well,
award.
I may have to pull up a couple of chairs.
Yep, and just have a sit down.
And he's going to have a shot of Metamucil.
Oh, come on!
But he's going to give a great interview. I guarantee that.
Yeah, he'll be fun and he'll be honest, and he's got some silver speeding bullet awards from the National Short Track Championships as well. So to get one from Lacrosse, that'll be a nice addition to his collection.
George Sparkman tops qualifying. Phil Maloff second. George Seliger third. Kyle Stark fourth. Scott Sishelski, your reigning Oktoberfest champ, fifth. Rest of your top 10. Devin Dixon, Lyle Phillips, Mike Herdeman, Dave Oringer, Dan Brown. 33 Midwest Dash Series cars have qualified. I'm thinking, Billy Knock, they may just throw them all in tonight's feature.
That would be phenomenal to see 33 of those cars on the track at the same time. It will almost be like the action track quarter mile filled up during an enduro. That'll be that awesome.
Going to find out how they're going to stack them up later on in the program. Stay tuned, folks. On-track ceremonies coming your way. Good time to make it mad dash for the concession stands. Run back, grab a hoodie. Might get a little chilly when the sun goes down. I understand they flew through Busch Lattes last night. Flew through them. So now's a good time to maybe stock up on that. 35 South, the band going to be performing tonight at 9 o'clock in the exhibition hall.
They're on the Jacoby waterproofing stage tonight for their second night in a row.
Make sure you stop by the Worldwide Technology Raceway Tavern, located up in Turn 1. And that is an awfully flashy facility up there. And a reminder, NASCAR Cup Series invades St. Louis in 2022 on June 5, with a TH behind that to make it the 5th. Folks, Casey Johnson, Luke Fenhouse, and Rich Bickle are all at DJ Speed Zone signing autographs. If you want to head over, hey, pick up that new Dick Trickle Happy Hour shirt. Pick up the new ARCA Midwest Tour shirt that features 2 cars of Rich Bickle. So Luke Fenhouse, one of the big hot shoes in the Midwest this year. Luke Fenhouse, the ultra-fast Casey Johnson, and Rich Bickle are down in DJ Speed Zone signing autographs. And don't make a beeline, Kevin. Don't be fanboy. People will move out of your way if you've got to go down.
I was going to get in line for Paul Reichert's autograph.
Phew. The value on eBay just went down.
Paul just looked at me and says, do what?
Penguin Paul Reichert will be signing autographs at DJ's in about 15 minutes. And Paul told us when he goes down to sign autographs, he's using his 4 favorite Crayola crayon colors.
I think chartreuse is one of them.